未だに追い求めている。だから彼女は
W feet. Let me stop. What up, y'all? It's the homie Dame, and I'm finally back to talk about the boomer elf on this channel once more. Because right now, Frieren is in the midst of another big arc, which I'm sure y'all know is the first class mage exam arc. But it's not just that, there's a whole lot that happened in the series since the last time I talked about it, so I mean, let's just get into it, yeah? Since the Aura the Guillotine arc, Frieren has had a short run of more disconnected episodes, I'd say. Basically, it's them traveling through the northern lands, getting a new party member, and also we get to see some juicy Stark and Fern shipping for all you Wattpad fanfiction writers to use as material. To me, episodes like these are where the series is at its strongest. You know, just these slow episodes where the writing takes its time and we have a sense of place and we get a moment to appreciate each scene. You know, the exact opposite of solo leveling. Sorry, that was uncalled for, I couldn't help it. But now we're into this first class mage exam arc, which you would think wouldn't be a strong point for a series like this. It's the age-old anime trope of the exam arc slash tournament arc, whatever you want to call it. A mainstay in battle shonen, you'd think it'd be totally out of place in a fantasy shonen like Frieren. And that's definitely what I thought when I was reading this in the manga. Up until this point, Frieren has been filled with characters that are subtle, down-to-earth, and more human-like. Now you put them next to these Genshin Impact Final Fantasy BDSM characters that look about as anime as it gets, and it's like, oh no. And then you put him in like this tuning exam scenario, and I don't know, me personally, I was sitting there sweating like, oh, is this where the series turns to dog shit? Am I gonna look like a buffoon for enjoying this series so much up until this point? Should I have just kept on reading Rent-a-Girlfriend instead of picking this series up? Those were all questions going through my head, but luckily this is a very good arc for Sousou no Frieren. It still has everything that makes the series great. The manga and the show is about exploring the simple aspects of day-to-day life that make living as a human so enjoyable, while also showing us how impactful the passage of time is to these small moments. All of these things are on display in the first class mage exam arc, with just a little bit more punching and energy blasts and all that dumbass action stuff that we like to see. Now, all that being said, before we get into the reaction highlights section, I want to talk about one more thing, and that is the real-world success of the Sousou no Frieren series. I'm sure all of y'all know that Frieren has become very popular in the West, you know, with it topping many anime charts, and also just having a lot of discussion about it on social media, as well as a lot of fan art. But I think it's important to mention that Frieren has also had a lot of huge success back home in good old Japan. A few weeks ago, there was a Reddit post about the cultural phenomenon that the series has become back in the motherland. The manga was already selling pretty well, but the anime obviously gave it a massive boost, with 7 million copies selling out in a few months within the anime's release. But what I think is interesting is the show's popularity amongst kids. Now, I'm old as fuck, so I don't know much about the young folk, but from what I understand, Gen Z and Gen Alpha and Gen whatever the fuck we're on, y'all don't have the biggest attention spans. So I wouldn't expect a young audience to be enjoying a slow burn show like Frieren. And yet, we can see that the series is making a real-world cultural impact over in Japan. Apparently the phrase, Yusha himuru nara soshita, has become a popular phrase to say, with this site here showing a parent encouraging their child to do their homework by saying it's what Himmel would have done. First off, this is just a wholesome story, and it's nice to see the show making a positive impact like that. But second, I think the success of Frieren as a series, especially amongst the youth, bodes pretty well for the anime industry. I personally want more fantasy stories like Sousou no Frieren to be told, and hopefully the success of the manga and the anime will contribute to that. Anyway, enough about all that. Let's get to the reaction highlight section. If you want to see my full-length, uncut reactions, you can check out my Patreon, but otherwise, enjoy this little sample platter. Like, you know when you go to Costco, you got like the little samples that you pick up, yeah. And we got the new intro too, which you guys didn't see my reaction to, but it's good. I wasn't a big fan of like the first opening, but this one is a little bit better. This rom-com ass opening, now that I think about it, it's like, bro. Oh, here we go. Here it is, this scene. Not the milkers. Here go this lady who Social media is already in an uproar over her. This is like the new the new waifu bait of the show right here. Talking about some I can fix her looking ass. She's cool though. She's a fun character. When you don't have like long hair, the elf ears look insane, bro. It looks like like somebody AI generated them onto them. It's like, you know how AI can't generate hands properly? It's like this is an AI trying to generate ears. Yeah, now that I think about it, reading the manga, I should have known that she would be thirsted over on social media. Because it's like, I know how some of y'all, the horny motherfuckers are, man. You see a girl who would ruin your life and you're like, that's the one. Dude, the way it flicks on her ears, dude, that's so funny, dude. Yo, if elves were real, bro, I wouldn't be able to control myself, dude. I'd have to give him a flick. It's like a cat, like, who can't stop playing with the yarn or something. I just have to flick the ear. Yeah, well, I didn't pass the bar exam, so I can't practice properly. I don't have my certifications. That's essentially what this is. She's like a practicing lawyer, like or like a back alley doctor who never went to medical school. But you know they're like the most capable one. Oh, these jokesters. Here go Frieren having to babysit two of these Gen Zers. Now here's the thing. I always thought this was a very strange arc because I don't know how to describe it. It's like all the characters that are it's all good. I think it's a very good arc, but all these characters who were introduced seem like such anime characters as opposed to like the more grounded and real characters. Like Fern and Frieren are much more grounded characters compared to these over-the-top like like anime-ass characters. And it's just, I don't know, it's a little jarring. You gotta control your group, Frieren. You are the adult. You are the mature adult here. Actually, we don't know how old they are. For all we know, that they're like 37 years old. Frieren, you gotta lay down the law. Take out your belt like a true Asian parent. Imagine if like women still wore boots like she did. Like, hold on, let me just run it back a second. Like, I feel bad for like those 18th century Victoria era women who wore boots where you gotta, I'm assuming that you have to lace all this up every time you gotta take them off or put them on. And it goes all the way up to like her thigh too. Oh, nah. And some of y'all are watching this like, it should have been me. Land. Imagine naming your kid Land. Let me stop. There's probably some culture out there is like, excuse me, that's actually a... I'll follow y'all. Look at how square he looks. Roblox looking ass character, box shape, bro. Square ass shoulders, square ass torso. Also, her outfit's kind of wild too, cause like, what purpose do these straps on her like thighs do? They're not they're not garter straps because they're not connected to anything. And what purpose do these serve? She just got random shit. Maybe it's to, you know, hold weapons, concealed blades. I'm here complaining about the practicality of anime outfits of all things, as if that was ever a priority for these costume designers. Damn, quick reaction. Frieren trained you well. It's like, y'all remember that song on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy?
Who taught you how to put some motherfucking Jimmy shoes on? Easy taught me.
Who taught you to reflect magic bullets like that? Frieren taught me. Frieren taught you well. Shout out Kanye, man. Actually, I don't know. He's tweaking now. I take that back. This is where the part where everybody who's been asleep for the past 10 episodes are like, oh, finally they're fighting. They're scrapping, guys. They're scrapping. Common trope in these anime tournament arcs where it's like, well, if you aren't strong enough to survive, you don't deserve to be a chunin. But it's like, why kill potential talent? Just, you know, make the challenge tough, but don't make it so people die. Dang. Frieren taught her those fundamentals. She's like Tim Duncan, doesn't do anything fancy, the big fundamental. Just plays the game right. Damn. She said these Zoomers are soft. She said they wouldn't last in the physical the physical era of Flam. Today's players wouldn't last in the old NBA.
私はね、その人が得意とする魔法は人生や人間性に大きく関わっていると思う。
Message. That's not just a throwaway line. That's important to the theme of the entire series. Again, isn't it crazy to see how like over the top these other characters look? They look like just look at how normal Fern's outfit looks and how grounded, like she's just wearing like normal clothes, and these motherfuckers are just like Final Fantasy characters. That's like the kind of contrast I was talking about. It's a little jarring, but it's whatever. Like, what is this, bro? Like, this BDS ass top. Oh, brother. That poor bird, bro. He's just like, bro, what is going on? Who are these big ass people trying to lock me up? Free the steel.
Right,
imagine like Beyonce walking into a Walmart and they're like, wait, how did you know who I was? And she like uses her name too. She's like, yeah, my name is Beyonce. Wait, how did you find out who I was? So yeah, she's older than Frieren, but she still looks like young or whatever. But Kraft, he look grown ass man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, how come the elves don't look like this right here? I guess maybe 5,000 more years and she'll grow up, head ass. That's what her voice sounds like? Interesting. I like it. I did not expect that, but I like it. And magic is all about what you can visualize. Me trying to preserve my leftovers. Here come the lasers going through the sky again that I hate in anime, but it's fine, it's fine. Not Walda Gosa, oh no. Oh my god, not Dausa Gorg. I wonder who that could be. I wonder who amongst these participants has the potential to remove a barrier. You can write off being a first-class mage on your taxes. Oh my god. Stop playing with her, bro. Stop playing with her. No matter how good these other mages are, Frieren's the one. What is this, Evangelion? This reminds me of when I used to take acid. It's Beyonce. I mean Frieren. Amazing moment. Amazing moment, actually. I was about to say, you're a goofy for that, bro. Literally touches water. Well, he was panicking. Okay. Well, she's just not like an anime caricature like the rest of y'all. He's still floating him around. Dang, he really packed him up with his fist. Nah, Denkin's the one. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. What party is that? Disqualify them, honestly. Look at all these exciting characters. I wonder how much hentai will be made out of each of them. I mean, what? This probably happens so much during like the Olympics, where it's like athletes will be out and about in the Olympic city that they're in, and they just run into each other at like a local popular restaurant. And they're like, damn, you just cooked my ass in the 100-meter dash yesterday, and now I gotta share a burger with you. Straight up meat is insane though. Like ain't no vegetables, ain't nothing to cut the fat, ain't nothing to cut the savoriness. It's just straight meat. Frieren is a meat gobbler. But real talk though, yeah, real talk, this is such a very small but poignant moment. Because along with the theme of time passing in this show, it's like, this is another thing that can carry over generations, just food and the culture of making food. Because how many of y'all have that one dish from your childhood that's just nostalgic? or just something that reminds you, a specific taste that reminds you of a specific time. That's why passing on like family recipes and cultural recipes is so important in my opinion. That was great though. Those are the scenes that I really like in this show. Oh hell nah, now she walking around all Mary Poppins like, bro. Wait, she's really like waltzing along daintily. Nah, Fern is wild, bro. W Fern, honestly. I told y'all, I used to be a Fern hater, but after watching this anime, when I read the manga, I was a Fern hater. But she's grown on me in this anime adaptation. I don't even know what's different. Probably nothing, but...
はい、フリーレン。これお礼ね。
お礼なんてもらうようなことしてないよ。
What is that? Breadsticks? Olive Garden breadsticks? Imagine doing that. Getting the unlimited bottomless breadsticks from Olive Garden, bundling up as a gift for somebody else. That's something I would do, low-key. Have some stale breadsticks I saved from my lunch yesterday. Oh my god, wait, this is so hype. I would have pissed in my pantaloons. Oh my god. Wait, they're squaring up like it's like a Final Fantasy boss. Nah, that was fire. That was what an amazing way to end it. Alright, that's that. I'm all caught up on the Frieren anime. It's been a great season. Top tier, peak fiction, cinema, kino, whatever the kids say. And you know, I expect that the anime will close out just as strongly as it started. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, and comment below if you're an elf enthusiast like me. Otherwise, that's the video. Peace. Oh, also, apparently, I'm sure you all know this by now, but Frieren is ranked #1 on my anime list. So for all the dweebs who only care about numerical rankings like that, well, there's your proof that this is the greatest anime of all time, I guess.